Welcome back. With this video we'll look at formulas for acids and bases. So we've looked at ionic compounds, polyatomic compounds, molecular compounds. Now we'll look at acids and bases. So earlier in this unit you learned how to name some chemical compounds. How can you recognize acids and bases just from their chemical formulas? So if we look at common acids, they're easily recognized because their formulas begin with a hydrogen. So for example, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, carbonic acid, H2CO3, phosphoric acid, H3PO4. They all begin with H, so they are acids. Okay. Deciding whether a substance is a base is a little bit more complicated. Most bases contain the hydroxide ion, so they end in OH. When you see the hydroxide group in an ionic compound, you know that it is a base. For example, sodium hydroxide, you'll see that the OH is at the end. Some bases are more difficult to recognize. Substances that contain the bicarbonate ion or hydrogen carbonate are examples of bases. Baking soda, for example, sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate, you can see it has that ending there. So OH or HCO3. So from that you should be able to identify which ones of these are acids and which ones are base. So just write acid beside or base. So potassium hydroxide, hey, we know that that one must be a base because it ends in hydroxide. HCl3, we know that that is an acid because it begins with an H. CMgOH ends in an OH, so that's a base. HNO3 begins with an H, so that's an acid. And then last one here, potassium bicarbonate, it ends with the bicarbonate, so it is a base. Number 2 here, write the corresponding name or formula depending upon what you're given. So here, potassium hydroxide, write the formula here. And then the name of this acid, the name of this base, the name of this acid, the formula for that. Some of these you'll be able to do, like the hydroxides and the bicarbonate, you should be able to do that. The acid naming, though, we'll have to look at the next video and then come back to this sheet once you see how to do that, and you can fill B and D in over here. But you should be able to do A, C, and E because basically it's the same thing as the polyatomic compound section. Okay, we'll see you again.